of Bobcats hockey is underway. Big hit by Erickson right out of the gate to set the tone. Bresco now swipes it around the wall for Brandon Reller. Tried to dangle around a man, could not. Kozarev, Stuckless, lets it go, score! Nick Stuckless pops the bottle and ties the game. There's number one in 2025. .536 remaining in the Aschenbach Ford first period. You could sense it. Shift after shift after shift getting put together. And Nick Stuckless puts home the first of the season. Now banked low. Oh, Lair Patakin! Big hit on Galvin. Holy cow! Looking back door. More skate to stick. Pivots it to Plouffe. Blacksmith one-timer. No! Schrum got over with the pad at the buzzer and made a superhuman stop to keep this a one-goal game after 40 minutes. Wow. Penalty, power play on the elbow with head contact. That was assessed to Lair Patakin and carried with it, of course, the automatic for head contact game misconduct. Picked off by Heitzner, shorthanded. Heitzner shoots, stick to side, rebound, score! Mercurio, shorthanded on the rebound, has tied the game. That was quick. Took all of 16 seconds of the third period to knot it back up. Oh, baby. Mercurio's first of the season. Heitzner's first point as a Bobcat. SHG 2-2. Kozarev off the face-off win. Second unit out. To the point, Klinecki. Bresco, Stuckless. Kozarev, score! Daly, tic-tac-toe, 3-2. Bobcats lead. That was gorgeous. It does not get any better than that. Holy jumping. Boom, 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 boom. How about a fifth one? Boom. Get 5 big booms. Not a whole lot to say after that one except wow. Number 77, Nikita Kozarev. 65 seconds left. Shots now 45-38. Stoya shoots, blocked in front. Martin stretched ahead. Mercurio all alone. Good night, Columbus. With 55 seconds left, Mercurio with the dagger right through the fire breath of the River Dragons. Rally towels ahoy all over Hitachi Energy Arena. 12.2 to go. River Dragons have all but conceded now. Bobcats win the draw. To center it comes. Kugler, final 10. Ahead for Daly. Chopped ahead. Plouffe with 3, with 2, with 1. For the first time in franchise history, it's a home opener. Bobcat winner. And a statement made. A 4-2 win over the vaunted Columbus River Dragons. First time in franchise history with a power play goal, shorthanded goal, and empty netter, along with the first home opener win in franchise history. Bresco. So Wickline's free. Klinecki, Stuckless, his head. Oh my goodness! That was disgusting! Nick Stuckless turned Roy into a pretzel. Holy cow! To quote the great Chris Berman, what? One-on-one with the goalie, and Roy stood no chance. And for the second consecutive night, the first goal of the night goes to the Orangeville, Ontario native Nick Stuckless. I don't think there's enough buttons on the controller to describe what just happened. Now breaks his stick. Reller intercepts. Towards the middle. Here is Reller alone. Roy shut it down. They score! Brandon Reller stayed with it and stuffed it between the pads. No, wait, that was Daly. My mistake. Hack and whack time in front of Roy, and it is Daly and Reller, the two returnees this week from camp in higher leagues, that team up to pull this to a one-goal game. Six with 5. Wickline back to Colton. Lets it go. Shut down by Schrum with 2.2 remaining. Here is Moore. Watched by Stuckless. Sabad. Stepped up on by Reller. Jeanette was stepped up on as well. And Sabad shut down by Schrum. And Schrum putting his hands in the air. Moore. Barrow. Moore. Point. Thornton. Rister. Chest save Schrum. And he falls forward to get the whistle. Media timeout. 14:51 around the wall. Mercurio beat him to it. Heitzner holds it in for the moment. Stick down by Barrow. Chased up on by Heitzner. He'll touch back up on side. Numbers. Romano. Toe drag. Score! Martin on the back door. It might have been him. It might have been Igor. Either way, it's in the back of the net, and it's 5-3. What a dangle by Romano right there to make that happen. Now back to a 2-goal deficit. So it is Martin that tapped it in on the back door, thanks to Romano. Mercurio picks up an assist on that. Line, too far. Thornton, run into by Daly. Wickline, centers, Blacksmith. Backdoor feed broken up by Glavak, back to the point. Glove save, Schrum, saw it all the way. Made the stop, now a 2-on-1 the other way. Blacksmith. Oh my! Schrum Robbery! A federal felony with the mitt on Chewan and Blacksmith. He showed him the 9 of hearts and he took it right away. Oh, Texmo near side. Mercurio intercepted. Heitzner, score! There's the first for Kyle Heitzner. Mercurio the feed, Heitzner the finish. 1 goal hockey game. $13:40 to go in regulation. The 6:20 mark of the third. Kyle Heitzner's first as a Bobcat has pulled Blue Ridge to within 1 by icing. Daly, 1-on-2. Lost that battle. Kozarev forced a turnover. Galvin now sends it around. Jeanette. Off the back of the cage. Stuckless, score! We are tied! Kozarev to Stuckless, all even at 5 apiece. The Bobcats have come all the way back. Middle, broken up. Wynn slams on the brakes. Banked ahead, Heitzner. 2-on-1. Heitzner! Andrioli! No! Plavac! Score! Philip Plavac! Bobcats lead 6-5! Oh, baby! Redirected in by Reller. The Bobcats have come all the way back from down 3-0 and 5-2. Back to the point, Texmo. Cross ice, Colton. 30 seconds. Barrow. Shut down by Schraub. 29.2 to go. Odd lost the handle. Chopped out of the zone. Maybe not. It stayed in. Blacksmith with 8, with 7, with 6. Texmo with 4, with 3. Reller for the empty net. Wide. But that will do it. The Bobcats complete the comeback and sweep the Columbus River Dragons. Holy cow, what a victory. And salute this massive crowd at Hitachi Energy Arena tonight. Nick Stuckless puts the broom at center ice. Good night. Andrioli on right wing. Reller, Brezko, Patakin, and Redchenko still out there. We are underway. We still have no score. Intercept here. Martin for Mercurio. Dusted off centers. Heitzner, score! Skinner was out. Heitzner puts it in. Bobcats on the board first, 1-0. Farmer. Off a skate, Reller picks it up. Heitzner stays onside. Heitzner walks in. Andrioli, score! A turnover at center, and the Bobcats take advantage. Heitzner to Andrioli, 2-0. So Bresco, picked off. Butina now. He's got a solo break, shorthanded. Shut down by Verostic. He got the rebound too. Bresco tried to back tap it for Reller, could not. Oh, Demke hit hard by Andrioli in front of the bench, and the puck went out of play. The net. Here is Whites. Dusts it off, dangles. Back for Ford, walks in, shoots and scores. Got Verostic to open up the 5-hole. Shoots, Verostic shut it down and gets the whistle, and now Kramer is met by a host of white sweaters as he charged towards the net. On the tape of Glazer, trying to stick handle around Kugler, pops free. There's a chance down low, shut down by Verostic. Another pad save by Vero. He sauced over for Heitzner, fakes it, drops it. Mercurio back for Heitzner. Mercurio, oh baby. Skinner shut down that quick developing chance. For Danny Martin, the captain, dangles around Doblates. Back low for Rout. Score! Heitzner on the back door, puts it home, and restores the 2-goal lead. Lock back for Erickson. Now banks further ahead for Bresco. Got a penalty coming up on Zimmerman, and he is chased after by Erickson. Erickson trying to fight back against Zimmerman, and Zimmerman's getting a lot of good rights in. Zimmerman's going to win the bout handily, but give Erickson credit. Bresco got bowled over, and Erickson went right after him. Back for White, backhander, Verostic said no. Left for Butina. He's run into from behind by Redchenko. Oh, big time! Reverse hit by Daly. Foot race for it. Bresco's on his horse. Slager's slowed up. Linesmen say no icing because of that. And now Reller powers his way towards the net. Score! Brandon Reller! Birds down 3, looking to stir things up a bit. Daly, another good reverse hit, as that's hoisted out to Reller now. Down low, oh, big hit by Andrioli, and he's going to hear about that. Redchenko enters the fray now, as Ford slow to get up. Had his pocket picked. Pinballs out of the zone. Reller now intercepts. Reller moves ahead. Shorthanded. Score! Brandon Reller made that look way too easy. Shorthanded goal. 5-1 Bobcats. With 3, with 2, with 1 in the building where their season ended last year, the Bobcats with a resounding revenge win, 5-1 over the Thunderbirds. Houston Wilson opposite Danny Martin to take the draw. Away we go. Big hit right there, right out of the gate. Speeding in, all alone, shut down by Sales. Oh, did that go in? No, it is waved off. Pass, shot on, save made by Verostic. Rebounds loose, and they score. Out yet, oh boy. Stuckless with a hit there, and now we're going to get a melee in front of the Bobcat bench. Redchenko and Dominic Marcinkiewicz have their mitts off. Stuckless and Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz with 3, with 2, with 1. Shoots and scores at the buzzer. Centered. Fanning on the shot, they score. Not cleared yet. Klinecki lets it go. Score! Daniel Klinecki! Kaboom! Here's a short-handed chance for Marcinkiewicz. Wilson. Oh, Vero! Glove save! Waiting, backhander shut down by Verostic. And now we get some pushing and shoving around the net. Mercurio takes him down. Linesman stepping in to break it up. Picked up by PD. Daly back on the attack. Up the wall, not out yet. Good hit on Rivers by Daly. Oh, what a wrecking ball Daly is. He's got it free. Daly shoots. Shut down by Sales. And it was stuck on top of his arm and blown dead. Wilson now. Around Patakin, scores. Overskated at Andrioli. Reller, score! Brandon Reller, 1-goal game again. Heitzer lets it rip. Out of play it goes. And now Heitzer with a shove there on Skaldy. Oh boy, here we go. Heitzer, Skaldy. Heitzer a grab. 2 rights over top. How about 3? How about 4? Heitzer is pummeling the youngster. Hold him down. Got him grabbed. Another right over top. 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab by Skaldy. Down they go. What a bout. That gets some more juice into the building. Kladecki soccers it out of play. And now a shove from Lord. And Kugler goes after Lord. Somebody reached over from the bench, I think. Linesmen are going to step in. And for icing, but the goalie was out of his net to play it. And now Renchenko has tied up with Marcinkiewicz. Andrioli's involved. Now it's a melee. Off by Dominics. Dominic shoots and scores. Shorthanded goal, 5-3. By the final of 5-3. A valiant comeback effort. But the Magic falls short tonight. Here we go, Andrioli and Brockway at center ice to start the night. Andrioli a grab, 2 big rights, 3 big rights. Brockway trying to get free, Andrioli is pummeling him, and down they go. Andrioli spins the bucket right in front of the Port Huron bench and gets this massive Saturday night crowd right on their feet. Holy jumping. Now Daly and Federley. Daly over top with a right. 2, Federley got a couple rights back in. Daly grabs him and slings him down. Ragdoll to Port Huron captain. That's deflected in! Score! Heitzner! Backhand sauce! Speeds down the wing. Shoot, score! From a sharp angle! Bar down! Kozirin. Martin, score! Tick, tack, toe! 4-1. Slovak. Now Daly. Daly. Down low, Stuckless. To the point, Slovak. Corrosive. Backdoor, Daly, score! Holy jumping! Now Daly. Across the line. Sachets into the middle. Score! While getting tripped! Sniped it home! What a play! Mercurio wins the draw. 40 seconds left. Score! Andreoli with a rocket! Right past Cooper. Lockney. Centering feed. Oh my! Schrum with the pad stop! Rink wide Mercurio. Clino one-timer. Score! Kaboom! Clino 2-0. Good guys. Reller 2-on-1 with Daly. Broken up. Back to Andreoli. Score! Backhand sauce! Far side! Carson's got 2. The Lancers have 3. Klinecki chips it ahead for Daly. Daly, toe drag. Klinecki! Score! How you do, Shorty? 4-0. Clino with a beauty. Deflected and now waffle board to the side by Schrum. Stuckless races to it. Oh, big hit by Stuckless on Johnson. And a whistle. Oh boy. Daly got knocked down by Brockway, and Andreoli wants a piece of him. Linesman trying to step in. Daly and Parsons going at it. Far side now. Andreoli takes him down. Now Reller. Now the gloves are off. Here go Daly and Parsons. Parsons takes Daly down. Daly gets back on top of him. They're still tied up with one another. Linesman now eventually get in there to break that up. And then Parsons wants a piece of Radchenko. And Dennis gives him a face wash. Now it's a melee. Daly and Parsons again tied up. Brockway had the initial penalty, the cross-check on Daly. Now Erickson has a dance partner, that's Graham. And Daly to the box. First for the Prowlers, Price. Anderson, shut down by Schrum. But center, chips it around one defender, Stuckless. Empty net, good night, Port Huron, free cheeseburgers. Stepped up on by Levac, penalty upcoming. And DeVito with some words for Johnson. Now the linesman takes a tumble. And we got more shenanigans. Bazal is in a headlock with Romano and DeVito. One more save for Schrum. That's a Lancers winner. And now, more shenanigans. Schrum trying to play peacekeeper here. James and Radchenko are tied up. Linesman in to break that up. And Schrum with a shove on Oregon there. You don't normally see Schrum get involved. For the most part. Anthony Schrum with the stick. Ryan Selly at center. Oh my goodness.
Bobcats in the back at full swing.
Away we go. Noah Hippolyte Smith wins the draw. Take the draw opposite Bresco. Bresco wins the draw. Hlavac shoots. Score! Hlavac from the near point through a maze of bodies in front. Now Pavlov. Zinchenko's got space, but Vero's got a glove and the puck. And we get a whisk. Daly along the wall. Throws off Hippolyte Smith and over for Brandon Reller. Reller powers towards the net, scores! Brandon Reller maneuvers behind the net, centered it. Andrioli backhand score! Robin Erickson! Tie up off the draw, worked free, Reller centers, Daly, score! Gets it back, lets it go, pad save, Werber, rebound, score! Collazo backhands it wide. Dawson, 8 seconds. Tracy shoots, deflected, and Verostic able to chest save a knuckle puck. Rink wide, Kozirev. Center, Bresco couldn't get to it. Yes, he does, and puts it home. Tie up off the draw, not out. Klinecki, Kozirev dusts it off. Heitzner below the goal line, back to Kozirev, far side. Klinecki shoots through traffic. It's in! Able to maneuver into the slot with it. Craig had it broken up from behind. Rebounds loose. Vero was down and out, but the Bobcats are away with it, and now a penalty. Oh boy. Verostic was contacted, and I believe Rodchenko was coming to his aid. As now we've got two men tangled down. Denver Craig was on the deck. Dawson and Rodchenko have been sent to the box. It is red, white, and blue out night here inside Hitachi Energy Arena, and we are ready to go. Knocked down at center, McDonald ahead, Klink. Oh, he almost had a solo break, and now a fight. Samochik hammering McDonald with rights. Got a left in, ragdolls him down to the ice. How's that for a debut? Big fella. Past Quinn Chevers behind the defense. Hlavak with a dangerous poke that paid off. So Hlavak, 20 seconds. Hlavak shoots, score! There it is! Finally, third time's the charm for Phillip. It's a power play goal, and the Bobcats are back in business. It's 2-1. Back to Hlavak. One more chance. Score! There it is! Did Martin? He did! He did! It's Martin's goal! The captain has hit the century mark! Number 100 for Danny Martin! Picked off at the point. Kozyrev down low. Stucklet score! What a setup by Kozyrev! Stuckless. Preller moved to the middle. Andrioli backhander. Preller! It's loose! Where is it? It's in! Andrioli ties the game! Toe drags, shoots, pad save, Shrub. He got the rebound too! Verostic. Here in this third period. Banked out of danger. Oh, Kozyrev races to it! Score! Score! Kozyrev! There's number one as a Bobcat, and they have the lead! 5-4! Holy jumping! Off the side of the cage. To the point, McDonald. Trump got that too. Oh my! It stayed out. A pad save, and then off the crossbar. Wow! Instead, Corgan. Big hit by Bacon. Now Demetrio. Blocked in front. Rebound, they score. Brad Ryder. Hlavak. Banks it ahead. Mercurio hits the deck. Keeps it alive. Demetrio waits, shoots, gloved, rebound. It's in! It's in! It's in! Demetrio banks it in between the pads of Colgan. The Bobcats have the lead back. Oh my goodness! What a time for your first as a Bobcat, PJ Demetrio! Oh my word! 2 with 1. That's a winner! Miraculously, the 3 points to the Bobcats. Demetrio to take the draw. We're underway. Deriv with it now. To Bacon at the point. Bacon will dust it off. Shoot. Score! Deflected in by Mercurio. Here's Mercurio. Mini 2-on-1. Over for Stucklet. Score! A mini 2-on-1. Mercurio finds Stuckless. Babin's going to glove the dump in here and hang on to it. Andrioli and Scaldi. They want to go. Here they go. Scaldi's mitt goes flying. Center ice. Main card bout. The anvil against Scaldi. Andrioli a grab. 2 big rights. Another right over top. A right down low. Andrioli pummeling him with right hands. Caught him good on that one. And one more down No, still up. Andreoli got a left in. No, down he goes. Oh boy, that wasn't even a contest. Smith along the wing. Jesso's got it all alone. He scores! Forehand, backhand. Thanks for coming. 3-2. Gallagher races to it. Settles it. Martin to the point. Levac settles, shoots, deflected, rebound, score! Jesso! Johnny on the spot! Bangs it home to tie us back up. So, around more. Jesso hops around another. He's in! Score! Hat trick! Overtime winner! Jesso! Does it! Oh my goodness! And now we've got gloves dropped. This is Jamaev. Dennis Radchenko went after him to stand up for the hit on Demetrio. It's picked by Martin on for a fresh Kozyrev. Here comes Kozyrev. Score! Turbo booster. Nikita Kozyrev snipes it far side on Roy and puts the Bobcats up first. 1-0. By Schramm. Radchenko now banked ahead 2-on-1, developing Jesso with Martin. Jesso waits, shoots, score! Jesso's done it again! Moved back ahead by Columbus. Radchenko, oh! Big time contact and forced it free. Now the Bobcats have a 3-on-1. Kozyrev, Stuckless. Oh, back over for Klinecki. No. Now a fight. Radchenko and Galvin. Radchenko one right over top. Got him hogtied. Radchenko works in a couple lefts here. Got him in a headlock, and the linesmen step in. 2 bouts in the first period for Dennis. Here's Blacksmith. Near side, down the wing, powers around Levac. Back of the net, waits, centers. Shot by Moore was blocked as he and Erickson going at it. Gloves are down, here they go. Erickson over top with a right, Moore with a left. Erickson 2 rights, right over top, and the linesmen step in. I'm going to say 2-0 on the scoreboard and 2-1 in fights here in the first period in favor of the Bobcats. Off it by Texmo, lifted it right back away from him. Martin a one-timer, score! Not sure if Jesso got a piece of it or not. It may have gone off Underwood and Ian. No, Jesso redirected it. His second of the game already, his 5th of the weekend. Around another defender. Into the zone he goes. Back behind the net. Tied up by Wynn. From a knee. Martin sharp angle. Score! Oh my! What a play! 4-0. Jesso limping, but still made the pass from a sharp angle, and Martin sniped it home. Is on it. He'll rim it up the wall for Jesso. Nice rink-wide feed right on the tape for Gallagher. Back for Martin. Centered Levac. Score! Tic-tac-toe. 5-0. Do you believe this? Here's Blacksmith. Into the slot he goes. Whoa, shouldered away by Schramm somehow. And it pinballs on goal, and Schramm squeezes it. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Glove by Schramm. How sweep it is! The Bobcats sweep the season series over Columbus. How do you do? And now a tangle at center ice here. Storjahan, Reller, Wolf, Galvin, Scaldi. Not sure what started that. Erickson and Moore now are going at it with each other verbally. Now Moore and Erickson still going at it. Referees finally separating them.
Roar County. You didn't just show up for hockey, you showed up for hope. A record-breaking 2,888 fans packed this arena for our St. Jude Showdown. And your passion filled every seat, every cheer, and every moment. Your support means more than words can say to our team, our community, and the families who need it most. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for being the best fans in hockey and for making St. Jude Showdown unforgettable.
Opposite Noah Robinson, Reller wins the opening draw. We're underway from Hitachi Energy Arena. For Martin, he's got some room to work with. Martin powers in, score! The captain, Danny Martin, muscles it. To the point, Levac. Now Mercurio, Kozirev, Stuckless, score! Tick, tack, toe, 2-2. Oh, baby. Now moves it to the left for Ferosith. Ferosith walks in. Reller, score! Kaboom! Reller, one tees it under the bar, pops the bottle behind Fenton, and puts the Bobcats in front 3-2. Weaves his way into the zone. Big hit by St. Pierre. Dusts it off, shoots, deflected, score! Stuckless on the rebound, his second PPG of the night, 4-2. And into the zone, Belfay stopped by the pad of Schramm. For Ross. Ross stretched on to Kozirev. Kozirev speeds in, score! Holy snipe, Batman! On by Kondareka, battling for it, oh my! Bacon shoved Franduto right out of the crease. Crom shot shut down. Rebound Los. Schramm covers it. Big reverse hit by Reller on Fenton. For Rivers into the slot he goes. Shut down by Hussey. Rebound pinballing around. Daly's got it and he clears it. Wide nicely in the back check by Rodchenko. Robinson in the slot, patted away by Hussey. Powers up the near wing. Into the middle, Martin. Back for Gesso. Score! Tick, tack, toe. 1-0. That He'll pivot. Nice move. Centers it. Just so score! Oh, baby! 1T in between the hashes. Jesso 2, Danbury nothing. We're changing defensively, Mozzie. Archik. Oh my! What a pad stop by Hussey. Are you kidding me? Sent on, Andrioli hops to it. Backhander. Score! Sauce from Andrioli on the backhand. Stretch pass. Jesso. He's got a break off the post. Jesso back to it. Score! Jesso, a hat trick against the hat tricks. Throw him. Look at Robin Erickson. He's got the broom. That's awesome. Mercurio goes rink wide. Kozyrev, score! As there you get a look at Schrum, who is jamming to the in-arena music. Look. Side. Powers around Radchenko. Behind the net. Centering pass. Stop by Schrum with the pad. And he'll cover it. Jesso. Through center. Sends it over. Erickson. Sends it to the cross side. Gallagher chasing after it. Digging away for it in the corner. Gallagher's got it. Gallagher behind the net. Pivots back to the backhand. In front. Suits. Score! The former Scarecrow entered in overtime. Oh, baby, what an effort. What a shot. What a goal. What a win. Up by the former Wolf, Zach Ross, who was a Wolf the last time Watertown was in this building. Kozyrev on a move. Duckless, score! Oh, baby! It doesn't get much better than that. Tie game. The puck down. St. Pierre does. Shoots. Score! Tipped in by Stuckless. He's done it again. Under the zone, and Radchenko dumps a man behind the play. Waiting outside the circle. Martin score! Oh my goodness! McHugh in on goal. Save made. Here's Daly. Score! Oh baby! The boys are buzzing tonight. The far away Grant Mentis. Oh baby! Robin Erickson. And now here he and Henning go. Erickson over top of the right. Henning got a couple rights. Erickson back over top with a couple of rights. Henning a left. Erickson a right. Henning another right. Erickson back over top. Another mid goes flying. Erickson 2 rights. Down they go. The big Swede gets them going. And blows a kiss to the big Friday the 13th crowd. His legs. Gallagher. Knocked to his knees. Andrioli. Score! Tipped in by Jesso. There's a redemption arc. 5-1. Stuckless able to clear it. And then he and Zimmerman going at it. Hold on here. Yep, there we go. Stuckless a grab and ragdoll down by Zimmerman. And the linesman step in. Sends it over. Chinook shoots. Chest save Schrum. And he'll just hang on to it. Back for Kozyrev. Score! Tick, tack, toe. 6 is a serious number. He's off. He'll try and shoot it. Score! Demid Putrezov. His first as a Bobcat and his first North American professional goal. Zirek waiting down low, still looking. Score! Bar down, 8-3. Dean, Merck, Ross, score! Zach Ross against his former team. drops it. Stuckless into the slot. Score! There it is! Hat trick! Stuckless! Double digits! Oh, here come the hats from Stuckless. Walled off by Willette. Martin digs it out of there. St. Pierre score! One teed it under the bar, puffed the bottle. Number 11 centers it. McHugh, Daly, score! There it is! Franchise record tied! With one, that will do it. That's a Bobcat winner and a franchise record tying 12-goal victory. Oh, big hit. Andreoli, and now Clint Chevers wants him to hear about it. Andreoli more than happy to answer the bell. Here we go. They're gonna go to center. Pull the sleeves up. Center ice main card bout on Valentine's night. They're not gonna love each other after this. Andreoli with the grab. Chevers a right, two rights. Andreoli trying to get that left free. Chevers has him hog-tied. Andreoli still trying to get loose here. Chevers has him in the old headlock. And down they go. And Kozyrev and Grant Mentis have dropped the mitts. Grant Mentis is pummeling him. Kozyrev trying to get free here. And the linesmen are going to step in. For Gallagher. Back down low. Jesso. Score! Backhand sauce time. And this game is tied. Chopped it over to Pedrazov. McHugh's got it. Score! How do you do, Q? Welcome back. 2-1. Martin. Jesso. Toe drag. He's in. Backhander stopped by Lenz. It's in. Jesso jams in his own rebound and doubles the lead. What a play. Down low, Stuckless. Pivoting backhander stopped by Lenz. Oh my goodness. Zimmerman cross-checked him into the net. And now Stuckless trying to drop the mitts with McDonald. And down they go. Whoa. Stuckless got cross-checked into the post and went right after whoever he could find. Backdoor for Rossith, hopped just off his twig. Perfectly set up though. Here's Martin, score! El Capitan! 50 shots on Watertown. Score! Gallagher right off the draw from the captain. How about that? 2. Mercurio, Stuckless, score! Then Filipov shot one that was blocked. Oh, good hit there by Bacon on Filipov. Those two want to go at it. Here we go. Bacon and Filipov. Filipov a couple rights. Bacon with a grab. Big right by Bacon, and down they go. Linesman will step in to break it up. Boy, Bacon got the brunt of the first bit of that, but he got that big right hand in and pumps up the crowd. Mercurio, partial break, score! Short-handed, Mercurio, oh baby! Drew a penalty to boot, but it won't matter. Keep it rolling, fellas, 7-1. 2 with one more shot misses high, and that will do it. A convincing and resounding Bobcats winner, and for the second home weekend in a row, it's a sweep.
Do what?
Yeah. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Robbie, say something for the kids at home. I'm mic'd up. To the kids at home, anyone, just say something.
Stay in school and stay away from drugs.
There we go. That's sound advice right there. Yep. Kelly, say something for the kids at home. I'm mic'd up.
Are ya?
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got?
Not much. What's going on, kids? Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, Nugget. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. It's a little toasty out here today. A little toasty. Yeah. Woo! There you go, Strummy. Yeah, who wants it? Yep. Ew! Ew! Last puck, last puck! Last puck! Here we go, here we go. How we doing? Thank you. Here we go. How about some pucks? There we go. Yeah, you got the camera?
I got the cat. We should twin.
What?
We should stick together the whole
Yeah, let's stay together. Stick with me. Yep. Here we go, high blocker. Ah! Up the bar. Ow! Why'd you hit me? I'm mic'd up. Whoa, Dennis! Suxy, what do you got for the kids at home? I saw your segment last week.
Stay in school and have fun.
Have fun?
That's all I got, yeah.
All right, that's good. That's Nick Stuckless, newest assistant captain of the Blue Ridge Bobcats.
Sound advice to the assistant captain.
What's that? Yeah. We'll call that segment Sound Advice with the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Thank you. Yep. It's killing me. Taking control. Last puck! Woo! Now I just got to pick that corner and then I get off. Once I pick that right corner, I get off. There it is. First try. First try.
Gallagher down low. Score! Q bar down on the doorstep. 1-0. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. Madiarov couldn't convert at one end. McHugh converts at the other. It's a power play goal. Fourth of the season for McHugh. Icing waved off. Kozirev wins the foot race. Slams on the brakes. Swings it to St. Pierre. Drags and shoots. Score! Oh my! What a snipe from St. Pierre. Over the blocker side shoulder of Stevens and under the bar. 2-0. Holy jumping, that was a rocket. And the Quebec native put a little French oomph on it. Oui, merci, 2-0. Daly along the wall, sidesteps one defender. Here's Craig, down low, score! Tick, tack, toe, 3-zip, Stuckless on the backdoor tap in. That was a beauty. Oh, look at Sharma. Sharma's at the blue line. Oh my goodness, goalie fight. Here we go. Hussey and Sharma. Hussey a grab. Hussey a big right. Sharma a left. Hussey a right into the ribs. How about 2, 3, 4? Sharma a couple more good lefts. And down they go. The first goalie fight in franchise history has happened. Oh, Greg Hussey, we love you. Unbelievable. Absolute cinema on this Saturday night.
Oh, shit.
Eves, Andrioli, Alvo score! First of a best of 3. The 2026 Commissioner's Cup playoffs are underway. Petrasov into the zone, centers, Kozirov, score! How's that for a message sender? 1-0, Bobcats! And a big-time collision, Matt Graham got the worst of it. Big hit by Andrioli just as his man had let go of the puck. Gallagher trying to keep it alive, does with help from Erickson. Gallagher, Denver Craig, score! Oh, baby! Denver Craig with the slickest mitts in the land, doubles the lead. Far side, centers to Price, a one-timer, squeezed by Schrum, and he'll hang on to it. And now Millette will be met with resistance as he's over top of Schrum. Schrum's not liking it either. He's in the middle of this. Petrasov, Alvo, fakes it, takes it wide, rebound loose, scored! Yes! No, it's not in. It stayed out. Somehow that stayed out. I thought for sure that crossed the line. Petrasov, score! That one counts. 3-2. One-timer, Johnson squeezed by Schrum, and then a mass of humanity in front of the blue paint. Cooler heads prevail for now. With one, that'll do it. How else would game one end? We have sudden death, playoff overtime coming up. The zone, forced wide. Now down low, wraps back of the goal, shut down. Rebound, gotten to as well. Millette shoots, that's shut down by Schrum. Tie up on the draw, Daly. Alvo shoots, that's blocked. Loose side of the cage, Stuckless. Score! It's in! It's in! Stuckless banks it in! It's over! Bobcats win it! Oh my goodness! Stuckless banks it in off a defender, and the Bobcats win it in overtime and lead the series 1-0.
All right, hi everybody. Welcome into the Sports Desk. In their second year of existence, the Blue Ridge Bobcats hockey team won a play-in game, but they were shut out in their lone playoff series. So now in year 3, the Cats look to lock up that first ever game win tonight. Let's go to Wytheville. FPHL semis. Blue Ridge of Port Huron over at Hitachi Energy Arena. Already a 1-goal lead into the second for the Bobcats. Carson Gallagher driving to hit Denver Craig. They'll take a 2-0 lead. However, same period, Port Huron strikes back. They score twice. The second one here, a beauty that comes through as the screen to a wide open Vincent DeCumbus, who doesn't miss here. It's tied up 2 apiece. So into the third we go, but Port Huron has a player ejected and a 5-minute major, and that's the opportunity for Blue Ridge's Demid Podrazov. He's going to take this one himself. 3-2 lead on the power play goal. However, Prowlers score again to force overtime. 11 minutes into the extra frame. Here's your game winner off the faceoff. Nick Stuckless was able to get the puck here, and he's going to push it right through the pile, get it in for the game winner. It's Blue Ridge who wins it tonight 4-3. They take a 1-0 lead. Games 2 and 3 are in Port Huron Friday and Saturday nights.